Hey guys, hope you're doing fine wherever you are. In this video I'm going to show you guys how I do my setup. You can see that I entered at this level. Okay, I entered at that level here. Okay, and you can see that the price is already up. Now it's retracing, but it has a lot of chances to keep going up, and I'm going to explain why I've decided so. You can see that my stop loss is here, guys, at this level here. This is my stop loss, and I entered while the price was here, and I haven't even set my take profit. And in this video I'm going to explain why I have taken this decision, and maybe it can help you to understand the market too. So this is why I decided to take this setup, guys. As you can see here, this is a resistance area. Okay, this is a resistance area. As you can see, this is a line that I've drawn, and by the time I've drawn this line, it wasn't like this. It was the price wasn't here. No, the price was here max. It was here, around here. Okay, and then I drawn this line from here. See that this is a resistance area here, and then I've drawn this support area as well. See that it goes this way up to here. Okay, it was like this at the time. So the market went like this, and it went up again and here. And the thing is, guys, when the price is consolidating, when it's doing consolidation, you don't have to take a trade. Okay, you don't have to take a trade. If it's moving within your area, okay, you don't have to place a trade. You have to wait until it's break the support area. Either it come this way, or you wait until you see a sign that it's going up. So what I did, I waited, and remember that here we are on 1 hour time frame. Okay, we are on 1 hour time frame, and this each and every candle here represent 1 hour. It is 1 hour. You see how long I've waited from here. I waited 1 hour, and this candle, or that was a first sign. That was a sign that the market may be bullish, may keep going up. Okay, because you can see that it breaks this resistance area. See, it went up to here. Okay, and then it came down up to here. You see that it's like a battle between buyers and sellers. See that buyers were trying to go up. They went up until here. They broke this resistance area. Okay, they broke this resistance area, but sellers were like, no, you're not gonna go anywhere. And then they pushed back, but they didn't manage to go further. Okay, and you can see that buyers again pushed the market up until here again at the resistance area, and sellers again, they pushed back, but they didn't break this support area. And for the next round, you can see that buyers pushed back the market again. They pushed back the market, okay, up to here. This was a good confirmation enough for me to take a decision. See that it went up, and this is a very big candle. Okay, and then once it started here, that's when I jumped in. Okay, I jumped in when a new candle come, the next hour came. I decided to jump in, and you can see that the market kept going, and now you see that it is retracing, because that's how the market it is, guys. It goes up and down. Okay, it goes up and down, up and down. That's how it is. It's up and down, up and down, up and down. You see that now it is it is going down a little bit like this, but within like 2 hours from now the New York session will start, and that's when this price will maybe keep moving up, depending on what we see on the screen, because you don't decide where the market go, but you only read what the market is giving you. So according to what this market have already shown, it will keep moving up, as you can see, because you can see that this is a resistance area, and also you can see that if you start from here, you can see that this is a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. This was a lower low, see, because it's broke this structure here. This was a lower low, so the market was to keep going down, but this one was not a reversal trend, because you can see that it did not kept going down. It could have done something like this: high, lower, low up to here, lower high, lower low, something like that. But you can see that it did a lower low. This was a simple reversal. This was a lower low, and then a higher high again, because you can see that it went up to here. And this one is higher than this level. This point here, it is higher than this one, so it did a lower low like this, and then higher high, then higher low, higher high, higher low. So it is, and also overall this is a bullish trend. It's a bullish trend. Let me try and go back to higher time frames. For example, let me go to 4-hour time frame. Yeah, as you can see here, I see that this is a 4-hour time frame. Let me go here. You can see that it's bullish. It is bullish. You can see that from here the bucket is only going up. See higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Little bit of consolidation, then higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. On 4-hour, that's when you see that it's purely bullish trend. If you check on 4-hour, even if you go on daily, let me go to daily. On daily, you can see that it's pure bullish. It's bullish. You can see this was a very big consolidation during this period, consolidation. But from here, you can see that it's higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. It is going up. It is going up. And as you may already know, you don't have to trade against the trend. Yeah, you have to follow the trend. So that's something you have to consider when you're placing a trade. You have to consider, you have to know where the market is going. When the market is going up, then you buy. When it's going down, then you sell. Yeah, you don't have to sell when the market is going up in general. If you do that, you're setting yourself to failure. Yeah. And also another thing, when you're analyzing the market, it's always important to, when you're placing a trade, it's always important to place on higher time frames. Okay, if you decide to take like a weekly income, maybe you can place your trade while you on daily. Okay, but if you're a day trader, I highly recommend you to just go for 1 hour, because with 1 hour, a trade may last for one session. Let's say, for example, you see that like this trade here, I've placed this trade during the London session in the morning here in Africa, and we are in the morning already, and then I may close this trade during the evening today, depending on how it will be performing, or I may close it tomorrow or after tomorrow. But most of the time, if you place it at 1 hour, it's going to only last like 3 days max. And most of the time, it's 1 day, 2 days, or 3 days. So if you you want to day trade, I highly recommend you to place your trade at 1 hour, now 1 hour time frame, like where we are now. But when analyzing, for you to get more information like here, it's important to even go to smaller time frames. Let me go to 15 minutes, for example, and we're gonna get more information. Okay, you can see that with 15 minutes, the market is kind of going down, but you can see that it hasn't broken the structure. Okay, because for you to know that the market is going against you, it has to break the structure, and the structure is here. Okay, see, high, low. So if it does high, and then it come down up to here, low, see, down here, then you know that you're gone. Yeah, you know that the market is, your prediction is not right, and then you may even decide to get out, even if you because your stop loss should be somewhere under here. Okay, some people do place it far away like they are here, but if you realize that you were wrong, that the market is going against you, then you get out, because it's a confirmation that the market may be going otherwise. So that's how I reason when I'm placing my trade, guys. I hope you learned something from the video. Thank you very much. Be here to like and to subscribe. See you next time.